In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to crochet a granny square. Very simple, very easy. I will show you how to switch colors, so that will also be covered in this video. But to start off, we want to do a magic circle. Not to worry, magic circles are super easy. All you want to do is lay your yarn on your fingers like this, hold it down with your thumb, and then wrap it around, making an X across the bottom, and then 2 lines, kind of like a less than or more than sign. So it can look like this, or it can also look like this. You know, where the X is kind of irrelevant. And then once you have that equal or less than sign on the top of your fingers, you want to insert your hook under, pull over, twist around, and then grab this side, so the one on the left, grab it, and then pull through and chain 1. That is how you make a magic circle, and as you can see, if you pull it, it will become smaller, and then if you pull this side, it will become bigger. Also ignore the fact that I'm only wearing nails on one side of my hand. Let's just ignore that, okay? Next, all you want to do is chain 1. And now we want to make 1 double crochet. To make a double crochet, you want to yarn over, insert your hook into the magic circle, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 3. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now we're going to make 3 double crochets. So again, to make a double crochet, you want to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a finished double crochet. Now again, make 2 more double crochets. And now you're done. Now we want to chain 3 again. So 1, 2, 3, and then make 3 more double crochets. And as you may notice, there is kind of like a square building up. Here is the first corner, and here is the second corner. So we're gonna make this 1 more time. 1, 2, 3. Insert our hook, make 3 double crochets. And now we can also use this tail end, pull tight, and the granny square will tighten up. And now to close this, we are going to chain another 3, and then we're going to make a double crochet. Since at the beginning we only did a chain 2 and a double crochet, so we're going to yarn over and then do 1 last double crochet. Now finally, to close off the beginning of this, we are going to slip stitch into the first double crochet that we made. So not the chain 2, but the double crochet, which is this stitch right there. Insert our hook and then pull through both loops on your hook. And that is how you make the beginning of a granny square. Now to continue this granny square, all you want to do is slip stitch into this chain 3 spot that we made. So into the corner, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and make 1 double crochet. So we're going to insert a hook, pull through, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, insert your hook, make 3 double crochets. And now to get to the next corner, we are going to chain 1 and then make 3 double crochets into the chain. And now all that's left to do is chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then to get to the next corner, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. So it's a very repetitive pattern that is super simple. All you need to know is that you have to make 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and then to get to the other corner, you want to chain 1. So chain 1, and then repeat the 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Super easy, repetitive pattern. And now once you've reached the end, all you want to do is chain 1, and then we are going to place 1 more double crochet into the first corner that we made. You can probably tell that I start my rows by leaving 1 double crochet to be done at the end. I hope that sentence made sense. And that is because, well, I'll show you first. So after you make the double crochet, you want to slip stitch once again into the top of the double crochet, and then slip stitch. The reason I do it like this is because I find it looks cleaner than chaining 1 and then slip stitching. Because if you chain 1, as an example, I'll do it here, and then slip stitch, the slip stitch kind of looks a bit tacky. I don't know, it's personal preference. If you don't like it that way, then you can also just obviously follow a different tutorial. Not even meant in a passive-aggressive way. That does sound very passive-aggressive though. But no, just really, it's different patterns, different ways of people doing it. And now we're gonna move on to the third row, which is typically the second to last row. Typically, like an average size of granny squares is 4 different rows, or 3 full rows if you don't count the beginning. But now I'm going to show you guys how I switch colors. After you slip stitch into the double crochet, I go over to slip stitch into the corner once again, but instead of using my pink yarn to slip stitch, I'm going to go ahead and grab my second color, which is this dark purple, and I'll lay it flat behind the corner area, hold it down with my middle finger or pinky ring finger, whatever you have free. Insert my hook into the hole. I grab the purple yarn, so the second yarn, and then I make a slip stitch with the purple yarn. And now obviously this is super duper loose and unstable, so you do want to hold it tight. To secure it, we're going to make 2 chains, so chain 1 and 2. Then we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, and make 1 double crochet. And whilst we make that double crochet, we want to have this loose end of the purple kind of over our crochet hook, so that when we make this double crochet, we kind of weave it in like so. It's kind of stuck here, it can't get loose, it can't go free anywhere. And then the pink yarn is also not going anywhere, it can't be pulled out. The purple yarn also can't be pulled out, so it's super tight and secure. And now we're just going to make another corner, so we want to chain 3 and then make 3 double crochets into this corner. And then you want to chain 1, insert your hook into that chain 1, and still make 3 double crochets in there. So 3, 1, 2, number 3, and now we're going to chain 1 and insert our hook into the corner. And once you're nearing the end, it is pretty much the same pattern that you're going to be following. So chain 1, no, it is exactly the same pattern you're following. I don't know why I said pretty much. You're going to chain 1 for the middle part, and then chain 1. And then we're going to once again close off the end by chaining 1, inserting your hook into the corner, making a double crochet, and then slip stitching into the first double crochet that we made, so that the last double crochet kind of covers up the chain 2 that we made to start the row. Now obviously to switch back into a different yarn color, it is pretty much the same thing, especially if you're going to switch back to pink. Then you don't even have to attach a new color, because then you can just insert your hook into the corner, make sure to pull under. So make sure to pull underneath the purple and not over the purple, because then it will overlap. You want to grab your pink and then slip stitch into it and then chain 2 just like we did before. Make a double crochet, and this time when you make that first double crochet, you don't have to kind of weave it in at all, you just leave it in the back. So just following what we did. So now next we would chain 3 double crochets into that hole. Okay, I just had an alarm. And then make 3 double crochets here, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So it is very, very simple. And then obviously at the end, just like we did before, you're going to chain 1 and make a double crochet in there. And for color switching, it is also super duper easy. You just want to slip stitch with the new color in it. I hope this tutorial was easy to follow. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them as fast as I can. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.